Hey everyone, ready for a deep dive into Chelsea Manalo's Miss Universe journey?
Oh, yeah. Big time.
I know you all have been following her too, especially with the competition just around the corner down there in Mexico City.
Yeah, the energy is unreal.
So we're going to unpack all the different factors at play this year.
Yeah.
From her strengths as a contender,
Oh, she's got so many.
at that judging panel, and the Philippines' legacy at Miss Universe.
Absolutely. It's going to be an exciting one. Chelsea's absolutely a top contender, wouldn't you say?
For sure. I mean, she's got such a presence on stage. She's eloquent. She's got that strong advocacy focus.
Yeah, and she really knows how to captivate an audience, just draws you in.
You're so right.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on how she handles the Q&A.
Oh, I know, right? Like,
Yeah.
she just nails it every time.
Remember her response in the prelims when she was asked about insert specific topic from preliminaries Q&A?
Yeah.
So insightful.
It really showed how well she understands the issues.
I was blown away.
Yeah, the Q&A is huge in Miss Universe. I mean, it can really make or break a contestant.
Oh, totally.
And Chelsea, she just shows time and time again that she can think on her feet, give those amazing responses.
Yeah, she's a natural.
It's no wonder there's so much excitement about her, not just in the Philippines, but all over.
Oh, the whole Philippines is behind her. Her social media is blowing up. But, you know, she's got some tough competition.
Right.
Who else are we looking at for the top 5?
Well, based on everything so far, it looks like Mexico, Thailand, the USA, maybe Puerto Rico and South Africa, all strong contenders alongside Chelsea.
Okay.
You know, Mexico always has a bit of an advantage, being the host country.
Yeah.
And this year's rep, incredibly charismatic. Then there's Thailand, who always send polished and graceful contestants.
Yeah, they always look so elegant up there.
And then you've got the USA and Puerto Rico. They always bring their A game.
Yeah.
And then South Africa, strong history of amazing performances at Miss Universe.
Speaking of Thailand, they always send these just effortlessly graceful women. What is it about their training? Like, how do they produce such consistently strong candidates?
Well, a lot of their reps, they have backgrounds in classical dance and modeling.
Okay.
So that gives them amazing poise and grace on stage. You know, they're known for their attention to detail
Yeah.
and just really commanding attention with subtle elegance.
Right, right. So it's a tough lineup, but I think Chelsea can hold her own against them.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of experts seem to agree that her Q&A skills are really going to give her the edge this year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, her ability to connect with the audience on an intellectual level, that's a major asset in this competition.
Yeah, it is.
But, you know, there's another thing this year that's creating a lot of buzz, and that's the judging panel.
Oh, right. With the majority of judges being Latina and Michael Cinco being the only Filipino judge,
Yep.
and with the competition in Mexico,
Yeah.
some Filipino fans are a little worried about bias.
Yeah, I can see why some fans would be concerned. I mean, pageants historically haven't always been immune to, you know, regional preferences.
Right.
But it's important to remember that the Miss Universe organization, they've really been emphasizing fairness. And they've said that judges are encouraged to look at the contestants based on intelligence, advocacy, stage presence, and authenticity,
Yeah.
not regional preferences.
Yeah, that makes sense. But how do they actually make sure that happens?
Well, they've got more structured scoring systems and guidelines to try and minimize any subjective bias.
Okay.
And the judges even go through training sessions to
Yeah.
really emphasize these criteria. And often there are mechanisms for feedback and review.
Right.
So
Yeah.
to ensure consistency across the board.
Okay, so while I think the concerns about the panel are valid,
Mm-hmm.
got to trust that the organization is doing what it can to make sure it's fair.
Right.
Yeah.
Miss Universe is a global event. The winner should represent the best of the best from around the world, right?
Exactly. And we can't forget, the Philippines has a rich legacy at Miss Universe.
Right.
Right.
Oh, absolutely. 4 previous winners.
Oh, yeah. Gloria Diaz, Margie Moran, Pia Wurtzbach,
Mm.
and Katrina Gray. Incredible women, each brought something unique to the competition.
You know, it's interesting how the Miss Universe crown has evolved over the years, really reflecting changing societal values.
Oh, that's a good point. Like, in the early days, it was all about beauty standards. But now it's about celebrating the whole person.
Yeah.
You know, intelligence, advocacy, leadership, using your platform to do good.
Exactly. And Chelsea really embodies that modern ideal of Miss Universe.
Yeah, she does.
She's not just a beautiful face, she's a woman with a mission.
Right. Her advocacy work is inspiring. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so Chelsea's been advocating for education and empowerment for young girls in the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
She's really outspoken about the importance of breaking down barriers to education and making sure girls have the opportunities they need to reach their full potential. She's even partnered with organizations that are working on the ground,
That's amazing.
making a real difference in these girls' lives.
Wow. It's clear she's not just talking the talk. She's really out there doing the work.
Exactly.
That kind of commitment, I think that's what resonates with people.
It does.
More than just, a beauty queen.
Yeah.
It makes her a role model.
Absolutely someone to look up to.
Okay, so we've got a strong contender in Chelsea, a diverse field of competitors, a unique judging panel. What else should we be looking out for as the competition moves forward?
The preliminary rounds are always important
Okay.
because they really set the tone for the final night. And this year, they've brought back the evening gown segment to the prelims.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The evening gown is always a fan favorite.
Absolutely. It's such a great chance for the contestants to show off their elegance, their grace.
Set their style.
Yeah. And it's a fantastic opportunity for Chelsea to really leave a lasting impression on the judges.
Make that first impression.
Yeah.
And obviously, her answers during the Q&A portion are going to be super important, too.
Oh, yeah. They're going to be looking for that substance, wit, and that spark of personality that really makes a contestant stand out.
Right.
So she has a chance to really shine in these preliminary rounds, both in the evening gown and the Q&A.
So true. But we can't forget about all those other strong contenders.
Right. No, absolutely not.
I mean, we mentioned Mexico, Thailand, USA, Puerto Rico, and South Africa as potential top 5 contenders.
Yeah.
What makes them such tough competition?
Well, each of those countries, they have a great track record at Miss Universe. They consistently send well-prepared contestants who are charismatic, intelligent, and know how to own the stage. It's not just beauty anymore. It's the whole package. Intelligence, stage presence, and that je ne sais quoi. That thing that makes them stand out.
Yeah. Could you give us a little more insight into what makes each of them so tough?
Sure.
Starting with Mexico.
Okay, so Mexico, they always bring a fierce energy to the competition. This year's representative, she's got this captivating smile, amazing dancing skills, and so passionate about social justice.
Wow.
Definitely a crowd favorite. Plus, she's going to have that home crowd advantage.
That's right. And Thailand?
Thailand's rep this year, also no exception, classically trained dancer, background in fashion design.
Wow.
Her elegance and poise are just captivating, and she knows how to work a runway.
So we've got beauty, brains, talent. What about the USA?
Well, the USA is sending a Harvard graduate, super articulate, passionate advocate for women's rights. And she's got a strong command of the stage, so don't underestimate her intellect and determination.
Okay, what about Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico's representative, known for her infectious energy and her voice.
Okay.
She's a trained opera singer. Dedicated advocate for arts education. She is definitely going to bring the house down.
So we've got beauty, brains, talent, a powerhouse voice.
Yeah.
Last but not least, South Africa.
South Africa's representative is a medical student and a vocal advocate for healthcare access, especially in rural communities.
That's amazing.
Really inspiring to see her intelligence, compassion, and dedication.
It sounds like Chelsea's up against some really amazing women.
Oh, for sure. Each one brings something unique and special, makes this year's Miss Universe so exciting to watch.
Oh, it's going to be a nail-biter. So we've got a strong contender in Chelsea, diverse competitors, unique judges, and the pressure of the Philippines' Miss Universe legacy. What does this all mean for Chelsea?
That is the question, isn't it? How will it all play out on that stage? Will her strengths be enough to overcome the challenges, any potential bias?
Great.
Can she bring home the Philippines' 5th Miss Universe crown?
Those are the million-dollar questions.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to watch and find out.
We will.
It's going to be a competition to remember.
Oh, for sure. This actually brings up a good question for all of you listening. What do you think will be the most important factor in deciding who wins this year?
Think about that. We'll discuss it more in our next segment.
It's really interesting you asking about what will be the deciding factor this year.
Yeah.
It's a tough question.
Yeah.
No easy answer. But yeah, the pressure is definitely on for Chelsea, with the Philippines' legacy at Miss Universe. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. In a way, it is. On one hand, it definitely sets a high bar for her. Creates all these expectations, maybe even adds a little extra pressure.
Right.
But on the other hand, it's also incredibly empowering.
It is, because it shows that it's possible for a Filipina to win.
Yeah.
And then you can't forget that incredible support system that comes with that legacy. Filipino fans are some of the most passionate in the world.
Oh, they are.
And that energy can be a huge boost for a contestant.
Have you seen all the support for Chelsea online? It's so heartwarming.
It's amazing.
They're all cheering her on, sending good vibes, creating this sense of community around her.
I think it speaks to the power of representation.
Yeah.
Seeing someone who looks like you,
Yeah.
shares your culture, succeed on a global stage like this.
It's about national pride, but it's also about so much more than that.
Yeah.
Inspiration, seeing possibilities,
Totally.
believing that you can achieve your dreams no matter where you come from.
Absolutely.
So thinking about Chelsea's journey, what stands out to you? What makes her such a good representative for the Philippines?
I think it's her authenticity. You know, she just comes across as so genuine,
Yeah.
down to earth, relatable. She's not just a pretty face, she's a woman with a voice,
Yeah.
purpose, a message.
And her advocacy work.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, she's using her platform to make a real difference.
Like, she's not just talking about it, she's really out there doing it.
Exactly.
And that kind of commitment, I think, is what people really connect with.
It is, because it makes her more than just a beauty queen. It makes her a role model.
Inspiring others to make a difference.
Yeah, use their own voices.
You know what else I really admire about her? Her resilience.
Oh, yeah.
She's faced so many challenges and setbacks.
Hmm.
Never given up on her dreams. She's a fighter.
She is.
And that spirit, that determination, that's going to set her apart.
Resilience is so important, not just in pageants, but in life.
Yeah.
You know, it's about bouncing back from those tough times,
Well, yeah.
learning from mistakes, coming back stronger. Chelsea definitely shows that she's got that.
So we've talked about Chelsea's strengths, the challenges she might face, the legacy of the Philippines in this universe. As the pageant goes on, what are some key moments we should look out for?
Well, the preliminary rounds are always a big deal. That's where the judges really get their first look at all the contestants.
Right.
And that's where the competition heats up.
And the evening gown segment is back in the prelims.
It is. It's her chance to showcase her elegance, her poise, her personality.
Yeah.
Her performance in the swimsuit and national costume segments, they'll be watching those closely too.
It's all about that first impression.
It is.
What about the interview portion?
Oh, the interview's just as important as those stage presentations. It's their chance to get to know the contestants, their values, intelligence, how well they communicate.
That's where her quick wit will really shine.
Exactly. She needs to be able to think clearly, answer those tough questions with confidence,
Right.
connect with the judges.
Yeah, so the prelims are about showing her strengths,
Yeah.
and making that good first impression.
Mm-hmm.
What about the finals? Anything we should be watching for?
Of course, there's the swimsuit, the evening gown, and of course, the final question.
Oh yeah, the final question, always the most nerve-wracking part.
It is the last chance for them to make an impact, to try and win over the judges.
It's a test of their composure,
Mm-hmm.
their intelligence,
You got it.
their ability to think on the spot.
Sometimes that one answer determines the winner.
No pressure. But I have faith in Chelsea.
Me too.
She's proven she can handle the tough questions with grace.
She has.
And let's not forget about the crowning moment.
Oh, yeah.
All that anticipation.
All the excitement.
The tears.
It's magical.
It's like all their hard work.
Yeah.
All their
It's
dedication.
their dreams.
And for the winner, it's the start of a new chapter.
A new chapter full of opportunities to make a difference, to inspire, to represent their country.
It's a big responsibility,
It is.
but also a huge honor. Chelsea's ready for that.
I think so too. You know, we've talked a lot about the competition,
Yeah.
but I want to hear from you, the listener.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about Chelsea's journey so far? What stood out to you? What are you most excited to see?
Let us know. Connect with us on social media. Leave a comment on our website. We're all on this journey together, right?
Absolutely.
Cheering for Chelsea, celebrating the intelligence and strength of women everywhere.
You know, before we wrap up this segment,
Yep.
I want to leave you with something to think about.
Okay.
This year, Miss Universe is happening during, well, kind of a complicated time in the world.
Yeah.
We're dealing with climate change, social injustice, political instability,
Yeah.
economic uncertainty. So how can platforms like Miss Universe be used to tackle these problems and create change?
That's a great question.
It is. Think about it while you're watching these incredible women on stage,
Yeah.
sharing their voices with the world. We'll be back with more in our final segment, but until then, keep thinking about that.
So last time, we left you all with a pretty big question. How can something like Miss Universe be used to address global challenges and create positive change.
Yeah, it's been on my mind too.
Yeah, especially with such a diverse group of contestants this year.
Yeah, with everyone's different passions and what they're advocating for.
It's really relevant this year, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've seen contestants use this platform to talk about all kinds of things.
Yeah.
From climate change to mental health to gender equality.
It's pretty inspiring to see them using their platform for good. But it goes beyond just talking about it.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of these women are actively involved with organizations doing amazing work in their communities.
Yeah, and Chelsea's a great example of that. She's been so vocal about education and empowerment for young girls, right?
Yeah.
In the Philippines.
It's clearly something she's very passionate about.
That she is.
And she's not afraid to use her voice to try and make a change.
Yeah, I was reading about how she's partnered with this organization that provides scholarships and mentoring for girls in these underserved communities. It's not just words. She's taking action.
Exactly. And that's what makes Miss Universe so powerful.
Yeah.
It gives these women a global stage to share their messages,
Yeah.
to inspire others.
It's not just about winning. It's about using the crown to make a difference.
Yeah,
I think that's something people really connect with.
they do.
It's like a reminder that beauty is more than just appearances, you know?
Totally.
It's about intelligence, compassion, strength, commitment to making the world better.
Absolutely. So we've talked about the power of the platform.
Yeah. But let's get back to the competition itself.
Yes. Just a few days away from the final night. I'm dying to know, what are you looking forward to seeing from Chelsea?
I have a feeling her evening gown is going to be stunning.
Oh, yeah.
She's got great style.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm really excited to hear her answer to the final question.
Oh, same here.
Those moments are always so unpredictable, and you really get to see a contestant's character, how they handle the pressure.
That final question, it's the ultimate test. But Chelsea will handle it with grace, I know it.
Yeah, no doubt. And no matter what happens, she's already made the Philippines so proud, represented her country with dignity, intelligence,
Yeah,
really genuine about making a difference. She's a role model.
she is.
And I think this is just the start of great things for her.
It really makes you think about how much Miss Universe has changed over the years.
It has. It used to be a lot more about how you looked.
Yeah.
But now it's really celebrating all of who these women are.
Women who are using their voices and their platforms to do good in the world.
That's a perfect note to end on.
I think so, too.
As we wrap up our deep dive into Chelsea Manalo's Miss Universe journey, let's remember to look past all the glints and glamour.
Yeah, appreciate who these women are, what they stand for. They're an inspiration.
Yeah, they are. Showing us that beauty and purpose can go hand in hand.
Exactly.
So as you're watching the competition, remember everything we've talked about. Ask yourself those big questions.
Yeah.
Be inspired. And hey, who knows? Maybe one day it'll be you up there on that stage using your voice to change the world.
That's right. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep diving deep.